ready?
Namaste. This is a strong, slow flow practice. Working on how we can slow our movements down, how we can slow our breathing down, and how we can slow our minds down. And really focus on being right here in the present moment. We'll challenge our physical strength with some long holds. And then ending in a deep, deep place of rest, quiet, deep meditation. So go ahead and start in a comfortable seat. Whatever that comfortable seat is for you, feel free to prop yourself up on any cushions or support. Rest your hands down on the thighs today, and let's just get grounded and connected to our own body. Close your eyes, and then sit up nice and tall through your spine. Invite your focus inward, and feel connection, grounding into the earth beneath you, feeling that sense of stability and strength, and feeling the connection of earth connected to nature, and the reminder that nature moves at a slow pace, constant evolution and change, cycle of life, but it's never in a hurry and it's never in a rush. So let's channel that energy here to find that same slow breath, slow movement, being comfortable with the steady flow of life and evolution. Let's begin to deepen our breath. Take a long, slow breath in through your nose. And then sigh the breath out of your mouth just as slowly. Again, even slower, draw a deep breath in through the nose, feeling the breath fill up through the lungs. Matching that same length as you exhale out of the mouth, sighing the breath out. Again, a long, slow breath in through the nose, filling your body up, expanding. Exhaling out of the mouth, releasing any tension, stress, worries. 2 more like that. Long, deep breath in the nose. Long sigh out of the mouth. Feeling your whole system slow down here. 1 more time. Deep breath in. Sigh the breath out of the mouth. Few more rounds of breath internally now through the nose. So same breath in the nose. And now move the breath out of the nose, feeling the breath move deeply within your body. Keep it going. Long, deep breath in the nose, breath rising up the body. And as you breathe out of the nose, internally feel the breath release you from any tension, any stress, and just slowing down. 3 more like that. Long breath in the nose. Out of the nose. 2 more on your own, as slowly as you can breathe here. Go ahead and open your arms to the sides of the bodies, placing your fingertips to the earth. Rise up again through the spine and through the chest. Keep a gentle tuck of the chin so the neck is long. Inch the fingertips away a little more and feel the shoulders draw away from the ears, lengthening the neck. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Lift your right arm up and wrap your right arm around your head towards the top of the left ear. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend to the right, pulling your head to the right, that is, and feeling a stretch through the left side of the neck. Maybe even inch the left fingertips away a little more. And take a few deep breaths here, just breathing into the side of your neck. Relieving tension in the neck area, shoulder area. Keeping long, deep breaths, slow breaths. And then release the right hand, bringing the right fingertips back to the earth. As you inhale, reach the left arm up, wrap around your head towards the tip of the right ear. And as you exhale, pull your head over to the left shoulder this time, and stretching through the right side of the neck. Long, deep breaths here, just gently opening up sides of the neck, shoulders, trapezius muscles here. Keep your full awareness on your breathing, on the opening you're creating within your body, on this feeling of slowing down. Then go ahead and release the left fingertips back down. And again, as you inhale, reach the right arm up, lengthening the right side. This time as you exhale, bend over to the left, sliding the left hand away. Feel a deep stretch through the right side body here. Again, relax your left ear to shoulder. And now long, deep breaths into the right side body. Trying to maintain your slower, deeper breath here. Now as you inhale, open both arms straight out from the shoulders, widening the arms and opening the chest. And then as you exhale, bend to the opposite side. Right hand down, left arm reaches across. Relax the neck, soften the whole body here. Maintain a slow, steady breath. Breathing into the side body, feeling the opening, the release of tension. Creating some freedom within you. Again, as you inhale, open both arms wide, straight out from the shoulders. Draw the arms back, open up the chest. This time as you exhale, bring the hands straight forward, almost to touch together. Curl the spine, tuck the navel, tuck the chin in, rounding and stretching the spine. Repeating that, as you inhale, lift the chest, draw the arms back, bringing the arms towards each other behind you. And exhale, curl and round, navel in, chin in, hands almost touch. 3 more. Deep breath in as you lift the chest, as the arms open as wide as you can. And exhale, curl and round. And 2 more. Inhale to open and feel the widening of the chest, the opening to your heart. Exhale, curl and round. 1 more set. Inhale, lift, open, expand. Exhale, curl, round, draw the energy inward. Inhale, sit up tall, arms wide. Exhale, fingertips meet the ground again. And take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Swing your legs around now. Come up onto hands and knees into a tabletop position. Make sure your wrists are underneath your shoulders, that the fingers are spread apart, strong into the ground. Knees are separated directly underneath the hips. Then gaze down at the mat, create a long spine, a long neck. Pull the navel in deeply and knit your ribs together. And just breathe. 3 deep breaths here. Continue to press down into the earth, pulling the chest and navel in. Continue to lengthen up the crown of the head and the tailbone behind. Just maintaining the strength, the posture, the alignment, the steady, fluid breath. Now as you inhale, extend the left leg back and the right arm forward. Flex your toes towards the mat, lifting the leg up. Press out through the back heel, reach out through the front hand. Scoop in the navel and the ribs. Feel the length of the spine. Keep pressing away from the ground through the front arm and the back foot. Hold steady and breathe here. And just observe how the body feels as you hold a posture, as you breathe slower, and as you maintain a steady focus of the mind. Slowly bend the back knee. Reach your front arm back towards your foot and get as close as you can towards your foot. Open up the right shoulder as much as you can. Maybe you grab the back foot if that's accessible. Continue to open and lift the chest and the heart, the right shoulder. Kick the back foot into the back hand and activate the quad. And just breathe. Can you find the stability? Maintaining the breath, your balance, your strength. Next breath in, lengthen the arm and leg as well as the spine. Pull the navel in. Exhale, release the hand and the knee down. Switching it out. Right leg back and left arm forward. Take your time to move into a length of the spine. Strong balanced position in the body. Reach out through the back heel, the front hand. Scoop the navel and the ribs in. And then steady, strong breaths here. Notice when your body wants to give up and sink down. Keep pressing away. Maintain your strength. Strong with the breath. Strong with the mind. Slowly bend your back knee. Reach your front hand towards your foot. Get as close as you can, mindful of your spine. And if you can grab the foot, go ahead. Lift the chest more. Open up the left shoulder. Maybe press the foot into the back hand. And just deepen the breath. Maintain the posture. Possibly increasing the range. Can you move beyond that place of discomfort when the body wants to stop? Can you move through the challenge with grace? Next, inhale, lengthen the arm and leg long. Navel draws in. Exhale, back down to the hands and knees. Let's stretch it out in a child's pose. Knees open wide, big toes touch. Move your hips to your heels. Walk the arms forward and connect your forehead to the ground. Return to your long, deep breaths in and out of the nose here. Each inhale filling up the lungs, expanding again. Each exhale, soften your body, connecting deeper to the earth, softening and releasing tension. Feeling this moment of a pause, just beautiful stillness, the only movement being the breath. Bring yourself back up onto your hands and knees. Align the knees under the hips again, hands under shoulders. Get strong through the arms again, pull the belly in, tuck your toes under, and move into downward facing dog. Drive your hips back, press your chest towards your thighs. Drive your heels towards the mat and keep the hands pressing strong into the earth. Relax the neck, maybe shake the head a few times here. We're just going to find stillness in down dog without any movement and see if you can just allow your breath to deepen you, your own inner strength to deepen the posture. So full breaths in. And as you breathe out, can you find that deeper opening into your body? Heels driving back, hips driving back, chest moving back. 3 more long, deep breaths here. Each breath offering a deeper opening into the body. A deepening into this posture. Look to the top of your mat and just slowly walk your feet all the way forward into a standing forward fold. Separate your feet about hip distance apart. Bend the knees as much as you need to release the spine. Grab your elbows and hang into ragdoll. And feel this nice release into the low back, into the legs, the backs of the legs here, and especially into the neck and shoulders as well. And again, just allowing your breath to deepen the posture, to deepen the release within the body. Tension moving out, discomfort moving out. Breathing as deeply as you can here. And just being patient, allowing the slowness of the breath, taking time within each posture to let the body open, to keep the mind present. Release your arms to the mat. Take a little bend to the knees. Tuck your chin in, and as slowly as you can, roll up through your spine, moving one vertebra at a time. The head is heavy, and the last thing to reach the top. And once you're up standing, stand to the top of the mat, draw your legs and your feet together, and bring your hands together at your heart center, pressing the palms together. Lift the elbows wide. Now ground down strong into your feet. Feel a lift of the thigh bones. The navel draws in. Chest and heart lift as the shoulders soften. And even feel the lift of the crown of the head here. Eyes can be closed or the gaze is drawn down. And just stand 3 rounds of breath. As slowly as you can breathe here. Feeling that breath moving through your entire body. Feeling strong within this stance. And the connection again to the earth. With that presence of not needing to rush anything. Go ahead and open up your eyes. And as you inhale, sweep your arms up towards the sky, keeping the shoulders down away from the ears. Keeping the legs strong, the navel in. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, bend to the right, placing the right hand down to the right thigh and slide the right arm down your leg as you come into a deep side bend. Put a little pressure of the right hand to right thigh, firming up the right thigh for support. And see if you can deepen the side bend and then draw the left shoulder and chest open. You might even gaze up at the ceiling. So feeling the strength of your core holding you here, as well as an opening to the side body. Deep, slow breaths. Stay with it. Focus on the breath, the strength you're building in your body, the endurance to slow down. As you inhale, lift the body, spread the arms open wide from the shoulders, lifting and opening the chest. And then exhale, switch the bend. Left hand down the left thigh, slide down the leg, find your depth, and then press against the left thigh, firming left leg. Use the left leg as support to deepen the side bend. Draw the right shoulder back, opening up the chest. Maybe gaze up if it's okay for your neck. Long, deep breaths here. One more breath. Again, as you inhale, rise up, opening the arms wide. Draw the arms back again, lifting the chest, feeling the shoulder blades hug together. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, we'll come to a chair pose, drawing the hands forward and rounding the spine like we did earlier. So navel scoops in deeply, a deep bend to the knees, moving the weight into the heels. Tuck the chin down and bring the hands almost to touch. So feeling a nice round and stretch into the spine. Good. As you inhale, stand back up, open the arms wide, lift the chest again. Exhale, come back to that same position. Chair pose, scooping the navel, rounding spine, hands reach forward, almost touching. 3 more. Inhale, lift up, lift the heart, open the chest. Exhale, move the hips to the heels, deep bend to the knees, curl the navel in. 2 more sets. Inhale, stand up, lift and open the heart. Exhale, move deeply into your seat, navel in, arms stretch forward. Last one. Inhale, stand up, arms draw back, lift, lift, lift. Exhale, back to that chair pose. This time as you inhale, come to a halfway lift, bringing fingertips to the front of the shins, lengthen the spine and the chest forward. Exhale, step into a high plank. Plant the hands to the mat, step your feet all the way to the back of your mat. Bring your body into one straight, strong line here. Your high plank could be knees down, as long as you're keeping the hips pressed forward, the navel in, and the arms strong. Feel again the length of the crown of the head forward, the heels driving back. Firm up the thighs, hold the navel in. And then keep pressing away from the earth through the arms. Strong, steady breaths. See if you can maintain the strength in your body and maintain a fluid breath here. A slow breath. Tendency when we get challenged is to shorten the breath or speed up the breath. Can you keep the slow breath right now? Two more breaths. You can do it. Now do your best to lower all the way down to the mat in one piece. Again, the knees could drop. Try to keep your belly in. Draw the elbows by the sides of the body as you slowly, slowly, slowly lower. Release the tops of your feet to the mat and the forehead to the mat. Hug your elbows by your ribs. Inhale, cobra. Peel your chest up. Shoulders draw back. Back of the neck is long. And find the range that works for your spine. Arms are strong. Elbows hugging in. The navel is drawn in. Breathe here. So your range might be a little lower or barely off the mat. Your choice. Keep the arms strong. Opening the chest and the heart. Feeling the low back open. Now tuck your toes under right from here. Navel in. Use the arms to press back to downward facing dog. And a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Look to the top of the mat. Come up to your toes. Bend your knees. You can hop or step yourself all the way to the top of the mat into a forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way back up, bringing the hands to meet overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. So we'll move through this sequence again, moving more with a flow, but we're going to move at a slower pace than you might be used to. So really utilizing a deep, full breath with each movement. Inhale, sweep your arms up, keeping the shoulders down. Strong legs here. Exhale, bend to the right, placing right hand to thigh, deep bend into the left side. As you inhale, arms open wide, lift and open the chest. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, rise up, arms open wide. This time, exhale, come into your chair pose, rounding the spine, hands almost touch. We'll do 2 more of those. Inhale, stand up, lift the chest, open the arms. Exhale, curl and round, but move your weight back into your heels. One more time. Inhale, lift up, open. And exhale, curl and round. This time as you inhale, flat back, halfway lift, straight legs. Exhale, high plank and pause. Take a breath in here, firming up the body. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. You can lower all the way or halfway this time, keeping the body in one piece. Flip your feet. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, navel in. Use the arms to press back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And one more breath. Inhale and exhale. Now as you inhale, lift your right leg up. Press out through the back of the heel and feel that strength and length through the back leg again. Exhale, pull your knee to touch your nose as close as you can get without touching the ground, and pause. Now can you feel that sensation of a high plank? Press down through the arms, Firm up your left thigh, scoop the navel, and see if you can bring your right knee closer in. Hold here. 2 more breaths. Stay strong. Inhale, right leg reaches right back up, move the chest back. And now exhale, pull the knee back forward. This time, step your foot right up between your hands and drop your back knee down. Align the right knee over the right heel and squeeze the inner thighs a bit for strength and stability. Rise up, Anjaneyasana, kneeling warrior. Arms up towards the sky, and for this one, maybe you bring your palms to touch. Allow your hips to drive forward to a deep stretch, but still not overdoing it here. And even though we're falling into a deep stretch, we're keeping that sensation of hugging in and pressing down into the earth with the feet. Once the palms are together, start to lift your chest more, lift your gaze more, and if it's okay for you to move towards a back bend, go as deep as your body allows. And simply breathe here. Maintain the strength of the legs while allowing the opening into the hips. Two more breaths here. Stay with it. Slow, steady breathing. And release your hands back down to the mat. Shift your hips back now to straighten just the front leg, coming into a half split, Ardha Hanumanasana. And if you need to be a little higher, hands can come to the shin or any props you might have nearby. Anyone that wants an extra challenge today for strength, root down into the front heel, firm up the right thigh and hamstring, and reach your arms back. Airplane arm, or you could take a bind here to open up more. So this requires a little more activation of the legs as you work this split. And then you can challenge how low you can bring your body towards your thigh. Keep the back of the neck long and breathe here. One more breath. Slowly release your hands back down to lift the body up. Rebend the front knee. Tuck your back toes now and lift the left thigh off of the mat. Root down into hands or fists if you need, or if you have blocks, you can use them. Start to activate the back leg more as you sink deeper into the front hip. Hug the inner thighs and then open the right arm into a nice wide twist. Top arm reaching as high as you can, and feel that same sensation of widening through the chest, opening up through the shoulders. Steady, deep breaths here. Maintain your strength and a slow breath. Observe your mind. What happens when you have to hold a position or you're in a challenging place? When you become uncomfortable, where does the mind go? Right from here, we'll step into a side plank. I'm going to face you now. You're going to keep the top arm up. If you need to bring it down first, you can, but you'll step the right foot back to meet the left, opening into a side plank. Right arm up, left arm is your base. Both legs can be stacked. You could lift the top leg, or if you need a little more support bottom, you can drop to the earth. I'll have my back to you this time here. Again, open the chest wide, feel the expansion. Keep the left hip pressed up. Strong body here. Whether your bottom knee is lifted or down, feel the strength underneath the left side working. 2 more breaths. Stay with it. And then as slowly as you can, return to your high plank. Take a breath in. Your choice to move through your chaturanga, or you could go right to down dog. Exhaling as you lower. Inhale through cobra or up dog. And exhale back to downward facing dog. And take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. We'll switch that to the other side now. Slowly lift your left leg up. Drive strong through the back of the heel. Take an inhale. Exhale, pull your knee up towards your nose as close as you can get, rocking the body weight forward. Now feel the high plank in your body. Firm the back leg. Press away from the earth with the arms. Draw your knee in towards chest, scoop the navel. Breathe here. Use your breath as your strength to maintain. And one more breath. Inhale, nice and slow. Press the leg back up. Move your chest back. Three-legged down dog. And exhale, bring the knee back forward. This time, step your foot right up between your hands. We'll lower the right knee down this time. Before going anywhere, feel that squeeze of the inner thighs. Press down into the earth with the legs. And then rise up, sweeping the arms up towards the sky. And you allow for the deep bend in the hips, but we maintain the strength of the legs. Pressure in the back and the front foot. Navel in, chest up. And then your variation, you can stay right here, maybe palms touch. See if you can lift the chest more, maybe the gaze, possibly moving towards the back bend. Be mindful of the low back. Try not to strain the low back. Keep the navel in and feel as you're lifting up and out of your spine. And then steady focus, steady breaths here. One more breath. And then slowly release your hands back down. We move into our half split. Shift your hips back and straighten the front leg. Again, you can always prop yourself up to be higher if you're feeling a lot in the hamstring. If you're feeling pretty comfy, you can go as deep as you like. Or for challenging the strength, root down into the left heel. Try not to lock the knee. Keep an activation of the quad and hamstring. And then maybe reach the arms back into airplane or a bind. Opening of the chest and heart. Stretch through the arms, but see if you can keep a long neck relaxed. And maybe challenging the body closer to thigh. Notice your breath. Keep a long, steady breath here. One more breath. Release your hands as you lift your body back up. Rebend the front knee coming into a lunge again. Root down into the hands or the fists or blocks if you're using them. And then tuck the right toes, lift the right knee up. Really firm up the right thigh, energizing out the back heel. Can you deepen into the hips? Opening the left arm this time into a nice open expansion of the chest and the heart. Press away from the earth through the right hand. Draw the navel in and then see how much you can open up and expand the chest. Keep the front right thigh hugging in towards the navel and action through the back leg. Steady, slow breathing here. All right, moving into side plank. If you need to bring the top hand down first, you can. Maybe you challenge to keep it up. Roll onto the edge of the back foot. Slowly step your right foot back to meet your left. Press the hips high. Open the chest wide. You could always have your bottom knee on the earth for support. Maybe you lift the top leg. Building strength to the bottom side body here. Strong through the bottom arm. And then lifting up and opening through the chest. Breathe, stabilize. Find the ease, the grace within the challenge. Can you stay at peace and calm through challenging times? Nice, one more breath. Slowly return to your high plank. Take a breath in. And exhale either through your chaturanga or right to down dog. Move slowly here. Try not to rush through anything. Move with your breath. Deep inhale. And a deep exhale. Look towards the top of the mat, come up to your toes. Bend the knees, you can hop or step forward. As you inhale, lengthen the spine again, flat back. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise to stand, sweeping the arms all the way up to the sky. And exhale, bring your hands at the heart. Stabilize, ground down. 3 breaths here again. You might close the eyes to challenge the balance. Or maybe the focus is just down and steady. Feel rooted and grounded through your feet. Lifted, elevated through the chest and the heart. Calming back down with the breath, slowing down. Now open up your eyes, keep the hands at the heart center. See if you can fixate on a tree behind me, and we're going to become a tree right now. Shift all the weight into your left leg, come up onto the right toes and open up the right knee. Start with the right heel, press against your left ankle, and first just stabilize. Stabilize your hips and pelvis. Feel rooted like a tree through that left leg. Hands firm at the heart and a steady focus. Feel free to stay right here. Maybe just try lifting the right toes up. If you want to go further, slide your right foot up just below the knee, or if you want to go higher, bring your foot above the knee. Avoid pressing right on your knee, not good for the joint. Wherever your foot meets your leg, feel equal pressure of foot to leg, hugging in, foot to ground, hand to hand, and then lifting up through the chest and the crown. Steady breathing here. Slow the breathing down and just maintain your strength and stability here. Now I'm going to offer one more option here if you want to challenge. You can reach the arms up overhead nice and slow. Well, I give a couple of challenges. You can stay there, or maybe bend to the right towards your right knee that's bent there. Feeling the side bend through the left side. Maintain your stability and your strength. And keep breathing. Open up the left shoulder. Challenge your range. One more breath. Maintain the legs. Inhale, bring the body and the arms back up. And exhale, release the feet, release the hands. Nice job, shake it all out. My foot was sliding on my pants. I had to press extra strong. Problem with flowy pants in a yoga practice. All right, so we move to the other side. Set your body up first. Set up your drishti or your focal point. Slightly on the ground, or maybe you fixate on a tree and invite that stability of a tree right now. Shifting into the opposite leg, so the right leg. If you happen to already do that, just switch it out. Turn the left knee open, stabilize navel, hips, ground and root strong through right leg. Press the left heel against the right ankle and see if you can float the left toes up. You might just play around with that, or slide your foot up your calf just below knee and then press, or maybe you bring your hand to place your foot higher up your thigh. So it helps to press equally foot to thigh, hand to hand, and feel the counter of driving down into the foot as the crown rises. Nice, and you're welcome to stay here, stable. Maybe float your arms up slowly. You can stay here, or try the side bend over to the left now, towards the bent knee. Keep the right shoulder open as well as the left knee open. And then steady, slow breaths here. Can you keep that fluid breath even when you're challenged? Can you invite peace into your being? Stay with it for 2 more rounds. Tell yourself that you can. Power of the mind. And one more. Keep the legs. Inhale, bring your body up. And very slowly with control, exhale, release the foot, release the hands to the heart. Nice job. Feel free to shake out the legs and the arms a little bit here. And then come back to the top of your mat. Just notice there's water flowing on the ground here. It's all under my mat, so All right. All the beautiful effects of being outside, right? All right, so hands back at the heart center, moving through just a simple little sun A down to the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Feel free to bring the palms to touch and lift the chest and gaze. And this time as you exhale, open the arms wide and swan dive into a forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine, flat back here. And exhale, high plank and pause. So still moving with our slow flow. Take an inhale to prepare. And as you exhale, you can move right to down dog or through your Chaturanga Dandasana, moving slowly. Full breath in as you lift, trying not to rush through anything. And exhale, press back to down dog. And take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. As you inhale, lift the right leg up again, strong through both legs and arms. Exhale, the knee comes forward as far as you can and step your foot between your hands. Keeping the left thigh firm, lengthen the spine, chest forward, and then reach the arms straight forward without even lifting the body yet. So maintain the long spine, hug the inner thighs, navel is off of the right thigh. Can you lift your arms up by your ears and breathe here? Stay for 2 more breaths. Again, just building your strength, remaining calm within the challenge here. And as you inhale, bring the body and arms up to a full crescent lunge. And exhale, open to warrior 2. Plant your back heel down, drive the right knee forward and open the arms wide. Now press the right thigh open more, drive stronger back leg, expand and widen through the arms here. Look over the front fingertips as we stay here for 3 rounds, deep breaths. As deeply as you can breathe, and each exhale, can you feel it deepening into the posture? And 1 more breath. Maintain the legs. Inhale, flip the right hand to face up. Reverse your warrior. Come into a deep side bend. So like we found earlier, the back hand barely touches that back leg, but as it does, remind the back leg to firm and strengthen. Then use the pressure against that back leg to deepen your side bend. Maintain a bend in the front knee and the thigh open, and then steady breaths here. Stay with it. 2 more breaths. Wherever you're feeling the fatigue, breathe there. 1 more inhale. As you exhale, move into extended side angles. Legs stay just a bit longer. Body moves forward in space. If you want a little support, forearm to thigh, but keep lifted rather than hanging out there. Lifted and elevated and open. Otherwise, right hand reaches down. First, spread the arms wide. Maybe even look up to the top hand. And can you feel the opening again of the chest? Arms expanding. Good, and now move the top arm overhead, keeping the top shoulder open. And if you want to take it 1 step further, wrap the top arm around your spine into a half bind, opening through the left shoulder. You could take it 1 more step further, reaching bottom arm under the thigh to wrap around, hooking the hands, and then reopen the chest, lengthen through the side bodies and breathe. 1 more breath. I'm feeling it too in that right thigh. Now open the arms wide again, and if you have a block or something, you can press the right hand there or onto the right shin, and we're going to straighten the right leg and come up into triangle. So a strong active move there. If you need to shorten your stance, feel free to do so. Either using support on the right shin or pressing against it. Again, open the chest. We're really activating, strengthening the side bodies, the core. Thighs are pulled up, navel in. Gaze could be straight up or towards the foot, whatever feels best on your neck. 2 more breaths here. Maintain your strength, maintain your breath. And the next inhale, can you widen the chest a little more? And then exhale, bring the left arm, forward over the head, and then plant the hands back down on the mat into a lunge. Inhale, step back to your high plank, and exhale either through a chaturanga or right to down dog, moving slowly. Breathing in for your cobra or up dog slowly. And exhale back to downward facing dog. And take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. We go right to the other side. So inhale the left leg up. Exhale, pull your knee towards your nose. Step your foot all the way forward between the hands. Sink down into the hips a bit. Pull the chest forward, lengthen the spine. Hug the inner thighs for strength and activate your back thigh. And all we do now is float the arms straight forward without lifting the body. Stay as low as you can, arms lifting by the ears. Stay strong, navel is pulling away from the thigh. Are you breathing slowly or has your breath shortened, become more rapid? Maintain a slow breath. Keep the body and the mind calm. And as you inhale, full crescent lunge, lift the body, lift the arms up. And exhale, warrior two. Plant the back heel, rotate your hips to the side, reach the arms wide. Anytime you need to adjust the stance, wider or shorter, feel free. Ideally, stacking front knee over front heel. Deep enough that you're feeling an opening and strength into the hips. Gaze over the front fingertips, open wide through the chest, and breathe. Stay with those slow, deep breaths and just breathe into the muscles, into the body, into any discomfort or challenging areas. And keep the legs. Inhale, flip the left hand up and reverse your warrior this time. Back hand to the back leg without pressing and hanging there, but rather pressing against so you can move your body away from the thigh, staying lifted as you find a deep side bend. An active back leg and a deep bend in the front knee. Open up through the left side and breathe deeply here. Good, one more breath in. Exhale, extended side angle. The legs remain, body moves forward. Forearm could be to the thigh, keeping some space of the left rib away from thigh, or hand moves towards the ground, but still maintaining space off the thigh. Top arm starts up towards the sky, so you reach the arms apart, open the chest as wide as you can, and breathe. And try not to rush. Breathing quicker doesn't help us move through this class any quicker. Nice. Now you might move the top arm overhead to deepen. You could wrap the top arm around the spine for a half bind, or maybe go for your full bind. If you're in the full bind or anywhere, you want to lift again. Open the top shoulder. Lengthen under the bottom rib. Just a couple more breaths. You can do it. And then placing left hand either to block the ground or the front shin as you straighten your front leg. Reach the top arm up and we're in our triangle pose. Feel free to move back foot in closer as needed. Then again, open up as wide as you can through the chest. Keep the navel and the ribs in so you're not arching the spine. Breathe as fully as you can and find a comfortable place for your neck. It could be up, straight, or down. Good, one more big inhale, opening the chest a little wider. And as you exhale, top arm reaches forward and then all the way down into a lunge, moving slowly to the mat. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, either through a flow or right to down dog. Maintain the slow pace. A full breath through each movement. And take a deep inhale. And a deep exhale. All right, we're gonna move through that sequence now, connecting it all, one breath, one movement. So it'll feel better this time, not having to hold so much, but we're keeping the pace slow. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, and step the foot all the way forward. And then in one slow motion, inhale, arms reach forward, and then rise all the way up to crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two, back heel down, arms open wide. Inhale, reverse your warrior, right arm sweeps back. Exhale, extended side angle, body forward, arms open wide. Now right away, inhale, triangle pose. See if you can straighten that front leg, use the power, keeping the body open. Exhale, top arm reaches forward, down into a lunge at the mat. Inhale, back to a high plank. And exhale, either through a chaturanga or right to down dog. Slow breath, slow movements. And one round of breath here. Deep inhale. And a deep exhale. All right, left side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, pull the knee forward and step your foot up between your hands. Nice and slowly, inhale, sweep the arms forward and then up to crescent lunge. And exhale, open up to warrior two. Arms open, back heel down. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Left arm stretches up and back. Exhale, move into extended side angle, body forward, arms spread out wide. Use the strength of the bottom leg. Inhale, straighten the leg, come right into triangle. And exhale, top arm reaches forward as you bend the front knee back into a lunge. Inhale, step into your high plank. And exhale, either through a chaturanga or right to down dog. Maintain the breath, slow fluid movements. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Look towards the top of the mat. You can hop or step forward. Inhale for a flat back. And exhale, release forward. Separate your feet to about the edges of the mat. Turn the toes and knees out and then sink down into a squat, a Malasana frog pose. So finding the range that works for you. Make sure the knees stay aligned with the toes so you're not rolling forward. So you may have to adjust. And if it feels better in your body to stay higher, you can. Or you might need to sit on a block or something. Goal here is to actively press the knees open, opening the hips, to actively lift the chest and spine and pull the shoulders back. So it is an active posture, but also stretching. Stretching the hips, stretching the spine. Slow, steady breath. So this is a pause. As active as it is, this is a pause. Maybe even close your eyes. Draw your attention, your focus right here and now. Feel the length of your inhale and the same length of the exhale. Keep that going and see if by focusing on this deeper breath, any tension starts to dissolve. You start to feel peace again within this pose. Two more breaths. All right, plant the hands down and then straighten your legs slowly. Turn the toes forward again, but keep the legs separated about hip distance apart. Now bend the knees as much as you need so that you can reach down. Hook your two fingers underneath your big toes. Another choice I'll give you could be sliding your hands underneath your feet with the palms facing up. One or the other. If neither of those feel good, feel free to just fold in your choice. You could hang again. If you've got to grab on the feet at all, use the arms to deepen the stretch, pulling the body closer to the legs. Again, the knees can stay bent or gradually start to straighten legs more as you pull the body deeper. And again, all we do here is breathe slowly and deeply. And again, feeling each breath allow the body to open and release more. One more breath. Release your feet. Let's inhale to a halfway lift, pressing against the shins, lengthening the spine, and exhale, release forward. So I'll give you a couple options here. Some of you might go through a chaturanga and down to down dog. Some of you might go to a child's pose to stretch and relax. Some of you that want to play with an arm balance, crow pose. Hands walk forward in front of the feet, maybe a good foot or a little more, so that you can shift all the way into the arms. Come up onto your toes so you can bend your knees deeply. Then bend your elbows and feel your chaturanga arms by hugging the elbows in. Then lift the chest, pulling shoulders back. You might stay right here. This is a strong posture. Then maybe you bring your knees to touch your upper arms. If it feels better in your hips, squeeze the outer arms. Keep pressing away from the earth that we've been building into our arms. You can stay there, or maybe play with shifting the weight forward more, taking more weight on the arms. You might try lifting just one foot, or you might be able to lift both feet off. And then we breathe here. Try 3 breaths. And again, you can be in child's pose or down dog or posture of your choice. And then to come out, you can either step to down dog, move through a flow. Some of you might want to try hopping back to a chaturanga, and then moving through your flow, but still slowly. Good, and let's all come to child's pose for a moment. Knees wide, big toes to touch, hips to heels, and forehead to the mat. Slow down the breathing again. So all that active strengthening with the body, the challenging. These moments right here where you can come to a pause and you can observe your mind. You can observe how the body feels. And see if you can come back to just breathing, relaxing, coming back to peace within. Breathing any tension out of the body and the mind. Lift your body back up, and we're going to come into a kneeling posture now. But we're going to keep the knees open wide as they are. So knees are on an open angle, the big toes are together, so you're sitting on your heels. If this doesn't work for your knees, you could sit up on a block or pillow, or if it feels better, you can sit cross-legged, depending on how your body feels. You could also stay upright on your knees for what we're going to do and find the same sensation. This is going to get into our quads, and we'll find a nice opening here. So walk your hands back so the fingertips are facing forward. Press strong through the arms, and then press the knees forward, and see if you can scoot your hips a little more forward. You might already feel a nice stretch into the quads. From here, press through the arms, start to lift the chest, draw the shoulders back. Lift as high as you can through your chest. And this might feel great, or you can lift your hips off your heels, press the hips up and forward, continue to lift the chest. So a huge heart opening, an opening to the front of the quads and hips, strength and opening into the upper arms and shoulders. And the head can stay tucked in if that feels better, or maybe even drop back to open the throat. Can you breathe deeply here? Even through any discomfort you might feel, through the challenge. 2 more breaths. And this last one, let's take an open mouth exhale and even stick out the tongue for a lion's breath. And then slowly lower the hips down. Bring your body back up. Bring your knees together. And then you'll either just sit on your heels or maybe cross-legged as needed. Bring your hands right to the top of your hip creases, palms facing up, and then gently press your wrists down the sides of your thighs, and you should feel a little wrist stretch here. And then close your eyes and breathe. Feel free to drop the chin down, release the neck, and maybe even gently move the head side to side to release tension out of the neck. Slow, deep breaths here. Go ahead and lift your head back up. So we will come down to a seat now and extend your legs out in front of you and scoot your feet all the way to the top of the mat. Give yourself a couple rocks side to side so really feel your sits bones equal. Lift up through the spine. Inhale, arms up to the sky, and exhale, a slow forward fold. So grab wherever the hands can meet, whether it's the toes, the feet, maybe the ankles or the shins, and see if you can use your arms to gently pull your body deeper. Sometimes bending the knees might help to find a deeper release into the spine here. Relax your neck. And then you guessed it, breathe deeply. Can you maintain those long, deep breaths here? Feel the difference and observe the difference of when you are breathing deeply and when you're not, and the effects that that might have within your body and your mind. Sometimes we're just not in tune or aware. We don't even realize when we're holding our breath or not breathing. So it's a great practice to even just observe our breath. One more breath here. And then lift your body back up. Bend your knees now, just placing the feet to the ground. Make sure you're scooped forward so you have, what's that called? Distance to lie back. Space, that was the word I was looking for. Space to lie back. But first, with the knees bent, grab underneath your thighs. Use your arms to pull your chest and spine up as straight as you can and draw the low belly in as deeply as you can. Even feel a little squeeze of the inner thighs. Good. Now some of you might stay here or just release the arms, and that might be enough of a core strengthener to keep the spine up, arms forward. Or you might rock back onto your sit bones, lifting the feet for a Navasana boat pose, so getting a little more strength in the core here. Again, we want to try to keep the spine long. So it's okay to tilt back. We want to avoid the rounding in. So pull up tall, belly in, inner thighs engaged. You can stay here or release the hands. Now find those long, deep breaths, especially here. Strong, powerful posture and action in the body. So breathe deeper, slower to match. Each exhale, scoop the navel tighter. If anyone wants more, you could reach the arms up, maybe even extend the legs. We're going to do 3 more breaths. Scoop the belly in. That's 1 more breath. And then bend the knees. You could hold under thighs or keep the hands forward. We're going to lower just to a half boat, keeping feet and shoulders up. If needed, bring the feet down, but try to keep shoulders up so you're feeling the scoop of the belly super strong. Otherwise, feet up as well. Tuck the chin, long neck, and then long, deep breaths here. Each exhale, pull the belly in tighter. Whole body active. Notice if you're speeding up your breath. It's not going to speed me up, so breathe slow, stay with it. 3 more deep breaths here. Tell yourself you can. Again, power of the mind. 1 more breath. And then as slowly as you can manage, lower down. Oh. Nice. Right away, bend your knees. Place your feet to the earth and separate your knees and feet about hip distance apart. Bring the arms down by the sides of the body. Good. Activate pressing down into the heels and pressing down to the upper shoulders and arms. Inhale, bridge pose. Lift your hips up as high as you can. So feeling that same feeling we found on our knees earlier, really opening up, pressing through the legs, lifting the chest and heart, lifting the hips. For more, you can move the arms underneath your body, maybe even interlace the fingers, pressing down. If anyone wants to go into a full wheel, you know what that is, go for it. Strong, slow, deep breaths here. Legs are actively pressing into the earth, arms are pressing into the earth, hips and chest rising. Two more breaths, stay with it. If you notice yourself starting to sink, relift, activate. One more breath. And then slowly release the arms, release the hips. We're going to open right into Supta Baddha Konasana. So open the knees wide, bring the soles of the feet together, and let the hips open and let the low back widen here to relax and release. If for any reason this doesn't feel good, you can just have the knees into the chest instead as a counter. Otherwise, be here. You're going to place left hand to the heart, right hand to the low belly. Close your eyes and just simply breathe right now. As you inhale, equally fill the heart and the belly right beneath your hands. As you exhale, slowly feel the softening and emptying into the space of the chest and the belly. Repeating that, inhaling deeply into the heart and the belly. Exhaling, slowly softening heart and belly. Slow down the breath. Relax your body. Feel any tension dissolving and releasing into the earth beneath you. Feel your whole system slowing and softening, including your mind. Can you tune in so deeply you feel your heart beating beneath your hand right now? And then gently draw your knees together. If you'd like, you can use your hands to fold the knees together. Keeping the feet on the ground, separate your feet to the outside edges of your mat as you draw your knees together. So knees are drawing in together, feet are wide. Open the arms wide to make a T shape, letting the shoulders relax and the chest open. Start to shift the knees side to side gently, like a windshield wiper action, moving both knees to one side and then the other. And just bring this gentle release into the inner hips and movement into the low back. Soft, steady breaths. And being immersed in water here and turning into a puddle. Embrace it. All right, next time your knees fall left, let both your knees drop all the way to the ground. See if you can relax the left knee all the way to the ground and just soften the right knee as well. Relax both shoulders, especially that right shoulder, and maybe let your head turn over the right shoulder. And just relax here, feeling a gentle release into the spine as well as the front of the right thigh. If you want to feel more, you can place your left foot on top of your right knee and gently release the right knee closer to the ground, but keep relaxing right shoulder down as well. Close your eyes and just focus on slow breathing into the body. Relaxing and releasing. allow your body to deepen with each breath as it opens up and relaxes more. And then gently come out of this twist, placing both feet back on the edges of the mat. And then go ahead and shift your knees to the right now, dropping both knees all the way towards the right side of the ground. Maybe that right knee touches, and the left knee may or may not be off the ground. Turn over your left shoulder, encourage your left shoulder to soften and relax. And then if you want more, maybe place your right foot on top of your left knee, deepening the sensation here. Close your eyes, draw your attention in, and just focus on your long, deep breaths here. Practice breathing slower, smoother. Just observe the effects that has on your body, on your mind, your spirit. And then gently come out of the twist. This time bring both knees into your chest and wrap your arms around your knees. And let's take a happy baby at the end to get the hips here one more time. You could keep your hands on your knees and just open the knees nice and wide. Maybe reach up and grab the backs of the thighs, the calves, or the feet here. Gently pull the knees open and towards the edge of the mat. Try to keep your low back pressing down and a long spine. And this time, if you want to move side to side a bit here, gently rocking, feel free. We want to be happy in our baby pose, so find the comfort for you. Still breathing slowly. And then pull the knees back together. Wrap your arms around. Bring your forehead up towards your knees. Hug your knees in tighter and give yourself a big, big hug. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale. Release into Shavasana. Let your legs lengthen out long. Open up nice and wide and relax completely. Arms open by the sides of the body and the palms rotate up. So this open, receptive posture here to complete the practice. If you prefer to come to a seated meditation, feel free to make that choice. Otherwise, just relax your body, relax your mind. Tune out from everything else. Draw your attention inward. Close your eyes. Become completely still. And practice this feeling of slowing down. Slowing the breath, slowing the mind, slowing the body. Feel what it feels like just to be right here, fully present. No thoughts and no movements. Stress-free. Fear-free. Worry-free. And just inviting peace and light within your being. mantra for self-transformation. Slowly begin to deepen your breath again. Invite a gentle reawakening into your body, into your mind. Bring some movements back to your fingers and toes, and ankles and wrists. Softly move your head side to side. Stretch your body out into a full body stretch. Stretch as long as you can and take a deep inhale, as full as you can. Sigh the breath out of your mouth. Bend your knees and roll onto your side. Take a little pause in fetal pose. Curl your body in. Connect to yourself. Take a moment to observe how you feel from this practice. And how did it feel to move slower, to breathe slower, to remain fully present here and now? Keeping your eyes closed, press yourself up to a comfortable seat. And join your hands together at the heart center. Feel the palms touch and connect to your heart. Sit up tall through the spine and soften through the shoulders. Connecting together, even if it is in this virtual sense, still just as powerful. When we create the sound of Om, we create a vibration within ourselves, and we share that vibration outwardly that connects to all beings everywhere. So let's share this vibration in a place of peace and light and love to all. Take a deep breath in to prepare. Now draw your hands from your heart to your mind, connecting to third eye point. So we can be guided more from our hearts rather than the mind. More from love and peace rather than from fear and worry. Let's continue to stay connected and honor each other at a deep soul level and through a heart space. So honoring the divine love and light within each of us. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice. Sending you all love and light, peace. Stay strong and healthy. And I'm all wet.